Today I will show you how to make an entire pan of chili beef fried rice that is low in calories and has over 50 grams of protein. First, let's talk about rice. A day-old leftover rice works perfectly for fried rice recipes, as rice tends to become less sticky after cooling for a day in the fridge. However, if you don't have leftover rice, you can either use packaged instant rice, which I personally use a lot. 125 grams of instant rice is about 200 calories, and as you can see, it's perfectly fluffy. Alternatively, you can cook 60 grams of fresh rice, but I would recommend washing the rice first to remove all the excess starch, and because there is less starch, the rice will be less sticky and fluffier, which is perfect for fried rice recipes. Rinse the rice once or twice until the water is almost clear, then put it in a pot with 120 grams of water and a pinch of salt. Put it on the stove on high heat, and as soon as it starts to boil, reduce the heat to low, close the lid and let it simmer for 12 to 15 minutes. Next is the protein source, and I'm going to use 180 grams of extra lean ground beef. Extra lean means it contains 5% fat compared to 20% in regular ground beef. As you can see, the meat is deeply red colored with almost no white spots from the fat. This will reduce the calories by 50% and is exactly what you want. Next, I will dice one yellow onion, this weighs about 50 grams, and then one red bell pepper. Cut it into halves, remove the core, then slice the pepper into planks and then into bite-sized pieces. These are our volume fillers that will make the meal substantial without adding too many calories. Then you need pickled jalapenos. The vinegary flavor works perfectly in this dish. Take out 25 grams of jalapenos and give them a rough chop. Next are the aromatics. Grate 2 cloves of garlic using a garlic press or a box grater, and also grate a piece of ginger about the size of my thumb. I also like to add 100 grams of frozen peas. Peas have relatively good macros. 100 grams have under 80 calories and 6 grams of protein, which is pretty decent. The last thing to prepare is the sauce. Put a glass on a scale and add 25 grams of soy sauce and then 10 grams of hoisin. Hoisin is a sweet soy-based sauce, almost like a soy ketchup. It is sweet and perfect in combination with soy, but if you don't have this, you can also add honey to sweeten the sauce, which will work fine as well, so mix it and set it aside. Okay, spray a bit of oil into a pan on medium heat and start with the onions and the peppers with a pinch of salt. The salt will help soften the vegetables and cook them faster. Sautee the vegetables for about 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally until they develop some light brown color from the caramelization and the peppers are soft. At this point, push the vegetables aside, add a bit more oil and then add the beef. Try to separate the beef so as much meat as possible gets in contact with the pan for maximum browning. Then let the beef sit there for 1 minute max before adding freshly ground black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. You can also use cayenne pepper, the chopped jalapenos, the aromatics, and then the frozen peas. Now give everything a stir and keep frying everything for another 1 to 2 minutes. Remember that it's extra lean beef, so don't overcook it or it will become dry. Then add in your rice. I will go with instant rice for this one. Give it another stir before adding the sauce and combining everything. The cooking process takes about 6 to 7 minutes in total, so remove it from the pan, add optional chopped cilantro, and there you have an amazing pan filled with chili beef fried rice that comes in at 667 calories, 86 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 55 grams of protein. I made a cookbook that helped me go from this to this without even thinking about being on a diet. 190 low-calorie, high-protein recipes from breakfast, lunch or dessert, and even nutritional tables or protein sources. Everything you need is in here. And the best part is that I will constantly be updating the book with new recipes, and you will get every recipe update for free once you've purchased it. Join the thousands of people that already bought the book. The link is in the description.